Good morning and welcome to Gulfstream today. Brian Nato, Samantha Perry with you. And I'm just going to say it right now. This is the nicest day we've had in South Florida in quite some time. I was up in Maryland this weekend. I could feel it when I got back today. The humidity has really died down. I know it's going to be a little cooler this week. It is an absolutely beautiful day here in Hollandale Beach. You can see the fast main track. Of course, the Tapeta is in play as well. The turf course is coming around. It's good to see you again as well, but we hope to see everybody out here on a Sunday fun day at Gulfstream Park. Beautiful out here today.
It is, and good to have you back. They killed it up at Maryland for the Maryland Million Day.
It was a lot of
yesterday. Yeah, good. It looked cold. I was happy to be here and watching you from afar.
Had some soup up there, but yeah, special thanks to everybody up there. Our sister track, they put on a heck of a show yesterday. Friday was such a beautiful day in Cali, and got to do the races with her and Keith in the morning as well. They do such a good job up there. So from me to them, much appreciated. But it's good to be back here on solid 9-race card.
Yep, I'm glad to have you back.
What'd I miss? Anything good? Bombs away yesterday, right?
Yeah, yesterday and the Friday singles in the Rainbow Six. Nobody took it down, but that means today a little bit of a carryover going into it. I believe it's 50,000 in the gross jackpot guarantee. Yeah, so
9-race card. So there we see it there. It'll kick off in race number 4. I've got a ticket. And I've got a ticket for the early pick 5 as well, and we'll kick that off here in the opener, and that pool will grow pretty quickly. The pools have been very, very healthy for the early pick 5s. I do not have deep, expansive tickets. Where do you see my rainbow? Well, we'll take a look at the 5 now.
It's one of those days.
It's one of those days, I think, yeah. It's just a $12 ticket, early pick 5 as well. We'll get to the opener in a second. In race number 2, the top pick is the 6, but Hancock's on there as well, and we do have a replay that you pulled up for that one. Race number 3, I lost my long shot in there, and we talked off the air. It might have been an average shot, but I lost Desert Diva, the 8. Very few scratches. Darren Gagne, I believe, is upstairs for Pete. He's off today, so he'll run you through the card. So I scratch into number 5, Miss Unconcerned. In race number 4, Mojave Desert. We've got the replay. We saw her in the barn for Safi. He was very excited to unleash her, so I'm looking forward to that. And then my best bet in race number 5, you know, I was off a couple of days, so I took some low-hanging fruit, I guess. Watched the music. I think I saw 7 to 5 on the morning line, and there we go there. So just a $12 sequence, and you can tell right there my rainbow's going to start with back-to-back singles. It just looks like it might be that kind of ticket and day, but, you know, when we saw what happened yesterday, you were front and center for it here. Kick it off here in race number 1. We're on 5 furlongs on the Tapeta. These are maiden claimer 2-year-old fillies here. The tag is 25. It's a full clean field of 9, and we've just got the exacta reverse. That's all. You go to the 3, Queen Aiko.
Yeah, this is my long shot.
Okay,
so good
I like
for you
it. Wow, I picked this one up too. Huh?
Yeah, I like that. Those races actually at Colonial, this horse is coming out of, and it seems like this Colonial form is holding up quite well. I think that it's an average shot.
Okay.
Yeah, it's an average shot. But I like this form that's holding up here. Yesterday we saw Kelsey Danner with Animistic win, and that horse was exiting those Colonial races. So it seems like a good drop in class for this horse.
Aren't you happy to have me back?
Yeah, I love it. 4 to 1.
Katie Cat is super duper logical and likely. I don't know. I think it might have to be today for her. Not a lot in here. She's got by far the best form in here. 8 to 5 on the morning line.
Yeah, and look at it's early in the betting board right now, but look at my average shot, by the way.
Well, there you go. I'll tell you what. Your average shot could turn into a long shot because
they're going to bottom out.
Yeah, 1 to 5 might not change a whole heck of a lot. Katie Cat is going to be a huge, huge favorite in here. We're way different underneath, and I think that makes sense too because I feel like after our top 2 picks, you could go anywhere. You went with the 9, Field of Blossom. She's got Lionel. That's never a bad thing.
Nope, not at all. And I think that the outside post is going to be good for her.
Yeah, I like that too. Early pick 4 time. In race number 2, we'll go 6 furlongs on a fast main track. This is a starter optional claimer for the 2-year-olds. I like this race. It's tough to get races like this for 2-year-olds. You break your maiden, you kind of have to go into stakes. So it's cool that we have 6 of them here. You are on the early pick 4. I do want to mention John Rivera, congratulations, won his 5th career race yesterday.
Awesome.
So he's no longer the 10-pound apprentice. He's a 7-pound apprentice, so he'll be in at 111 on the 3 Pesky. You can take it away.
Yep, so early pick 4 time, and again, this is a day where it looks like it could be a bit chalky. We'll get to this race in just a second. Race 3, I've got the 9 on top, Free Christina, and I scratched Desert Diva, the 8 in that spot, but I put Samurais Don't Cry in. Race 4, Mojave Desert, Brian alluded to. Excited to see this one get unleashed for the Saffie Joseph barn. A cute little Munnings filly. And in race 5, I've got the 8 on top, Watch the Music. I don't know how much I trust this horse. I put Kent Sweezy in there as well, and the 3 Unified Conquest. Hector Diaz had a good day yesterday.
Good to see. Unleashed is a word because Saffie unleashed one yesterday,
Yeah,
Friday.
a big beast yesterday. Yeah, good
exactly.
looking 3-year-old. Yeah.
Saffie is loaded with 2-year-olds. Hope always springs eternal on this time of the year. Do you have Hancock on top?
I do.
Okay, take it away because you wanted to show the replay.
Yeah, I loved this effort. They didn't bet this horse at all here. And you see, it was a quick pace up front here for, I believe it was a listed good track that day. Yeah, it was. So a little heavier than normal. This horse really dug in and leveled off nice. Now, I don't think that's the strongest race. We've got Vito's brother in later, so we're going to actually show this again, but in a different way. This horse just kept on going. This is impressive. The gallop out was nice as well. The 6 furlongs should be no problem, and this is a good post.
Vito's brother, first time gelding today.
Thank goodness.
Look out.
Yeah.
This is a good spot for Hancock. I don't know if they're playing a little poker or what. Arundel typically puts their horses where they belong, but he was in for a quarter and got through that very, very fast number he ran that day as well. I thought My Addiction's coming into this race the right way. He's got the benefit of a race against winners over Hancock. I didn't know if Hancock maybe was just a little dressed up, and they're going to bet him hard with that big figure, but My Addiction fits nicely in here too.
He does, but the winner of that race, the 2-year-old race against winners last time, Saint No More won. I don't want to take anything away from Saint No More, but I've just
a huge number.
Yeah, I'm just not a huge fan of that horse.
General Ledger for Saffie was a very, very short number. Couldn't get it done.
No.
So I can see that, what you're saying. Back on some short rest, too, but I just kind of felt, and you've got it right there, I thought they were the 2 in here.
They look like it.
And you're supposed to be able to get through. Well, you used Pesky, though. As you talk about Pesky, you used him on your early pick 4.
Yeah, I did, because Juan Alvarado, they've got 2 in, and I'm not going to get beat with the other entry.
Yeah, you like that. Yeah, I get it.
And this one is coming out of the Grand Mo, the first race, Grand Mo at Santa Anita.
How did he run? Was he third in that race?
I believe it was third,
okay.
yeah. So that was going 2 turns, but I just think that comparative to Saint No More's race, the Grand Mo, the first race, is a little bit better. And back on the dirt as well.
Grand Mo, the first, is an Uncle Mo for Victor Barboza, who's got designs on running in the Breeders' Cup Juvenile Turf.
Yeah.
And, he ran third in a graded stakes out there, so he might be able to get in. So that's kind of exciting, too. We'll take a look at race 3 now. We're 5.5 on the Tapeta here. It's 12-5 maiden claimers. These are the fillies and mares, 3-year-olds and up. You go... the scratch the 8 Desert Diva, that was my top pick. That was my long shot. You mentioned her as well, but you always did have Free Christina on top.
I did.
A horse I tried last time. That was my long shot.
Yeah, you did. And this horse mid-race was sitting okay. Yeah, this would probably gave you some excitement, but a big drop in class here. This is probably the spot that this filly needs anyway. Feline, the winner of that race, I don't really know what to make of her or that race. I don't think it's the strongest, but she's got a lot of upside here, and I'm sure that's probably...
3 starts. Third start, I should say. This is the bottom for her. So, this is kind of the old... we might see her best today, I think. You've got the 5, Miss Unconcerned, in the mix. I do, admittedly, I scratch into her. She got to the Tapeta last time. Owner, trainer, breeder, Tom Proctor. Blinkers go on, and maybe that's significant because she's had a little trouble seeing it out.
She has, yeah. She's a filly that when I saw her in person, she is just not physically correct at all, and I think that kind of probably gets in the way of her running. And there are horses who are not correct that still run well, but for her, and nobody has claimed her either.
Yeah, good point.
So if everybody is seeing that, blinkers go on. I think it's a shot, but I don't have her in my ticket. Maybe I'm just stubborn, but I don't.
Well, again, I scratch into her. I don't like her. She's going to be an underlaid price in here. To pick up on what you were putting down. You go back and watch her 3 races, and she's been beaten pretty comfortably at the end. she was in the right spot every single race and just
can't see it through.
Couldn't get it out, couldn't see it through. So we'll see what we get from her today. This is a group, though, that she can play with as well. So I think you got to have her in your mix. You've got Samurais Don't Cry in there as well. 0 for 14.
Yeah, chances are adding up. But the way this weekend has been playing on these Tapeta races, Marco Meneses has really put on a show yesterday as well. So we'll see.
Take note.
Yes.
All right, 3 down, 6 to go on the Sunday Fun Day card. When we come back, Rainbow Six time, $50,000 in the gross jackpot guarantee.
And they're off.
My Racehorse has opened up a door for people that felt like that door would have never been opened for them.
We can all be owners and we can all get that excitement.
You can meet your horse through the different experiences and all of the events that My Racehorse puts together. You get that hands-on connection.
Whether you have $50 or $500, everyone that joins My Racehorse gets that experience of a lifetime.
I love My Racehorse. Let's go.
Welcome back to Gulfstream today. Brian and Samantha with you. An absolutely picture-perfect Sunday here at Gulfstream Park. We hope to see you out here. A lot of fun, a very strong card. Rainbow Six kicks off in race number 4. $50,000 in the gross jackpot guarantee. We'll take a look at my ticket now. You can play it for one single $10 bill, and you get $1 worth of beer for your change. So we'll take a look at, we'll get to the first couple races. You can see the single. My best bet of the day is race 5. That is the 8. Watch the music. A little bit of a spread in race 6. Fly the W, scratched out of yesterday to come back here and run today. He was out in the parking lot yesterday. Bobby D says we'll run on Sunday. There's the spread in race 7 with the top pick, the 2, Magic Soul. That probably could be a long shot. That's a little bit of a stab for me. Race number 8, another single, Concrete Glory. Just looks too tough for this group. Really good spot for him to onward and upward. And then race number 9, boy, I'm stubborn because I had Vito's brother last time and I needed him and he was dreadful. We just showed him to you. So I went 3 deep. He is a first-time gelding. I know my partner likes that. Maybe that's the answer. I'll give him one last try, but as you can see, I'll tell you what, I guess you could play this ticket for $3 if you still believe in Vito's brother.
There you go, yeah.
I don't know if I still believe in him. That's a $9 ticket, so there we go. We talk about this a lot, you and I. There's days to throw something at the wall, see if it sticks, maybe try to sweep this thing. I don't think it's that day today.
Yeah.
I'm hearing what you were kind of alluding to. You don't either. Let's start it here in race number 4. This is a good, fun race. These are 2-year-old maiden special weight fillies. We'll go 6. We saw Mojave Desert in the barn. Safi was very high on her. Her workmate
Catalytic
ran off the screen.
Yes,
right?
Yeah, that was.
So you've been warned. So show them why. Right?
Yeah, this is a sales work from where she was purchased in the June sale. It wasn't the fastest work. She's a real leggy filly.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah, she's got a long stride. Look at the temperature, though. It was 81 degrees. This was 21 and change for the quarter. It's not the fastest type of breeze here, but the Tapeta kind of slows down when it's 81 degrees like that. And this filly, she was actually a post-sale buy, so they purchased her after she didn't sell in the ring. And like we mentioned, Catalytic, her workmate, won last week with Kevin Krieger and was a really nice winner. And Safi was telling us a couple weeks ago, that week before the race, he really liked Catalytic, but Mojave Desert put him away in that breeze. And he was like, I don't know if Mojave Desert is that good or Catalytic is not going that great.
I was going to say, refresh my memory, because that's how he laid it out for us. So you better look out today. She's going to be a huge favorite. She might be 2 to 5 before she's 5 to 2. That's in part because I think she can run. We think there's a little steam on her. And then you look through the rest of this field, and I'm not quite sure you can say the same. Marshmallow Queen ran okay for Antonio, who's not a first-time guy. I'll say that.
Yeah, showed a lot of speed, too. So she's going to have to use that to her advantage here, but she might just be paving the way for Mojave Desert.
What do you get from Lady Blitz? Now, she is a My Racehorse for Todd Pletcher, so maybe she'll take some money into the teeth of Mojave Desert.
Yeah, and this isn't kind of the... She hasn't faced horses like this before, but I will say this. It's not like the races in Saratoga were all that strong that she was coming out.
No, but here's my thing. Okay, they start her at Monmouth. Let's just be honest. That's typically the B team for Todd, right? Okay. She doesn't run. Now, they bring her to Saratoga. That wasn't the strongest maiden special weight. I know Lady Moscato's a so-so horse for Wayne Lucas, and they route her on turf, and that was just really bizarre, too.
Yeah, and the turf says firm there. I'm going to take a gamble and say it was more of a good.
Yeah, and she's one of those audibles. I don't know. The book's still out. I know he's a young freshman sire.
Verdict's still out on Audible.
I don't think we're sold on Audible. All right, that's the Rainbow Six. Late pick 5 starts in race number 5. We're going $170 on the Tapeta. 3-year-olds are 4 and up, which have never won 3. The tag 12.5 down to 10, and there you see it there. She's a little tight here as well, $24.
Yeah, this race we'll get to in just a second. Race 6 of my single Fly the W. I'm just not going to try to beat this horse today. There's no reason to. Race 7, that could be. This could be an interesting one. I put the 6 on top for Rowan Crichton. And this is an interesting horse, and we'll get to that horse a work video. Race 8, the 5 Concrete Glory. Again, like Brian mentioned, I think he's just way too tough for this field. And in the finale, this could be a problematic race. I do not trust Vito's brother. I did put him in the mix, but he is D team for me.
Yeah, you've got the 3 IUs, but she also adds Imperiality. Yeah. So 24 for her. And, well, you lead it off. You've got a replay of Watch the Music. You have that one on top?
Yes.
Okay, let's take a look at that replay.
I do. I thought that this was a really good effort, and I was just kind of seeing what you were looking at as well. Watch the Music. This was with Bobby DeBona here. Now this is a gelding that's been claimed since then. I think that this is a race, a strong race in hindsight. Burning Man on the rail you see coming through in the pink. This horse came back to win. The race that Burning Man won actually proved to be a pretty key race as well with some next out winners. So it's there, I think. Yeah,
well clear of Burning Man, too, and I think that's significant as well. You've got the 3 Unified Conquest, who you also used on your ticket for Steve Badu.
I think maybe you were doing what I was trying to do and stay out of that Burning Man's next race here, because all of them, the gang is all here.
Yeah, and that always, we talk about that a lot, and you see it a lot on the Tapeta, and it's just, whose day is it today?
Exactly, yeah, which is good because it kind of gives everybody a chance.
It does, but that's also one of the reasons.
It makes it very difficult.
It makes it difficult, and that's one of the reasons I just said, you know what, Watch the Music seems a little too good for me. We both got some interest in Wicked Genius as well, who ran so well behind Burning Man last time.
Yeah, and who's doing better right now than Kent Sweezy?
Well, good start for Kent for sure. Always good to see. We like him down here. Late pick 4 in race number 6. No need to run it back because it's a run back of my Rainbow. These are going to mile and 70 again. A starter optional claimer 3 and up, and we, as I said, Fly the W in the 11 hole. I think yesterday. Bobby D said no. We'll come right back here on Sunday. Much cozier draw. 10 for 19 on the Tapeta.
Just so impressive.
So cool.
This is such a cool horse. Bobby DeBona had a good day yesterday with the dirt feature.
Okay.
Yeah.
Bobby D.
Yeah, Bobby D. This horse has won the last 4 races, and myself personally, I think that horse is winning on Tapeta back-to-back. He's really surprised me, but he's just so good right now.
He really is. Yeah. There's just nothing you can say about him. I mean, he just runs. He gets it done. Sometimes it's easy. Sometimes it's hard. He's got a will to win, and he's a really cool old dude. And Bobby's done such a tremendous job with him. Now, she's got him singled. I did use both the 3 and the 2 in my Rainbow. So, boy, oh boy, you could really get tight if you just wanted to single fly the W.
Yeah.
I thought Cashier Check was pretty darn good last time on the lead, and I wonder if he gets loose again.
He could. So I thought on Friday, nothing that was in the first flight of horses was hanging around.
Okay.
Yesterday, it looked that way until nobody hooked Swinatra, and that horse just got away on
She's
the lead.
dangerous when that happens.
Yeah, nobody even came close to her, and she got an easy lead. So I think that was the exception, not the rule. Wiring the past 2 days, I don't see it.
No, and it's difficult in and of itself. We tend to think off the pace routing on Tapeta, but if you're looking for a little bit outside the box, because Fly the W is going to be a very, very he's 7-5. He's going to be a very short number in this race. Late pick 3 in race number 7. 2-year-olds again in a maiden special weight, but these are on the Tapeta. 5 furlongs. Not very many scratches today. As we mentioned, Darren Gagne's upstairs. Starship Mocha, the 1 is out. And Samantha, I spread here. Samantha spread here as well. You don't see the 6 on my list. That is the last horse I used in my rainbow.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
So that's good. This is a horse that Rowan Crichton actually purchased at the OBS April sale. Let's take a look at the work. This is a colt that he worked earlier, which usually means they kind of like the horses when they get that early spot. Not very big, which I like for the Tapeta. His Damn Biofuel was a grade 3 winner long on the Tapeta. There's a lot of good pedigree here. I like the way he levels out. He worked a quarter in 21. Not the fastest. That's probably why you see that price tag of $65,000.
Right.
But still, I think that there's some really solid pedigree now. 5 furlongs might be a bit sharp
Could
today.
be. Yeah.
But we'll see.
If you're a little late to the party, Rohan summered in Del Mar, and he hasn't run a lot of horses here. He's back now. He's as sharp a guy as we have. He wins at a high percentage, so just take note of that. I know the form doesn't necessarily allude to that because he hasn't really been here. You're going to start seeing his name quite a bit in the entries. I took a real stab here with Magic Soul, who's now down on the inside. I don't like that, unfortunately. Should be a square price. Joe Orsino doesn't really win with first starters, but it's a homebred for Peter Veg, so his guy, Edgar Perez, is here as well.
Yeah, and some really sharp works on the Tapeta for this horse, which is a good thing. The dirt work from the gate, not so sharp. So you wonder how much gate speed this guy has. But he's coming into gelding. I love that for a 2-year-old.
Edgar Perez was walking by as I came to the set today. First guy I saw.
How about that?
Hey,
Getting close to a milestone.
He is getting close to 1,000. Zio Lorenzo, we both have. Eddie Plisa Jr. reaches out for Edgar Zayas. That's got to be some intent there, I would think.
Yes, definitely. This is a half to full mini who won second time out. This horse used to be a pretty big staple at Gulfstream as well. I like the sharp gate work coming into this.
Yep, I think we both think this is the spread race in the sequence, so go deep there because I don't think you need to in the other races, and that's a perfect segue to race 8 to kick off the late double because in this starter optional claimer 3 and up here, going a 1-turn mile on the main, my goodness, Concrete Glory could be 1-5 in this race.
It looks like it. It's really just, if he stubs his toe a little bit, he would have to stub it big time to not beat this field, it seems like.
And the other problem is if it's one of those, if it's not him, who is it? It's not like there's a one-punch exacta in here. Anybody underneath him could run well, could not run well. It's a tough to trust group.
Yeah.
You've got the 3. Here comes Bullet, who did win last time, but this is a monster rising class.
Oh, it's huge. This horse likes the distance, so that's kind of what I was going for.
Yeah. Dream Night, first time gelding for me off the claim for Joe
big,
Orsino. Took a shot there. Race number 9, 5.5 on the main. Beautiful day here. Fast main track. These are $35,000 maiden claiming 2-year-olds. We've got a field of 9 in here. Arrogancy. Bobby D on the drop. We didn't like this horse at all last time. The cutback now, I think he's front and center.
Yeah, this is a good spot. That race he was coming out of, he drew the rail.
Yeah.
It was an 11-horse field.
It was.
It fell apart in a bad way late. Squints for Kelly Breen won the race from the outside. They were walking down the last 8th.
Yeah, I don't think either of us liked that race, but I don't even know if that's a big deal today.
That's what I was thinking, too. When you look at it relative to the rest of the field, he could win this.
No doubt about it. And he just doesn't want to go 7. I don't think he wants to go 6.5 either. So 5.5 is going to be a good spot for him. I've given Vito's brother one more chance. He's a first-time gelding. He was not good at all last time, Matt.
Let's watch the. We've
got
him,
it because
yeah.
this is what
This was
Hancock
the
again.
Hancock race. So now we're looking at Vito's brother here. So this is a horse that he looks like these past 2 races he's looked like he's just going to keep on going, and
he runs 4th, by the way.
yeah, he does, which it's amazing to me how they just really swallowed him up. He was on his left lead late. He was struggling, I think. I don't know. This is a relatively easier field, but he's going to have to. I'm not sure if I put in my notes last time, this will be a forever maiden.
Okay. I put him on top because he is a first-time gelding. I don't really like Arrogancy a lot, but tread lightly with him. And you know what? He's probably, Arrogancy will be favored and should be favored in here. So if you are a believer, you don't have to take 1 to 2 at least. But I'm not going to let him beat me. But that's a very, very tread lightly angle. Lightning round before we leave you on this 9-race card. I'm going to throw it to you because Muda, we blew up the board, right?
Yeah, this was on the Tapeta feature, and
this was a race with Marwad?
Yes,
okay.
This was the race with Marwad, who ran second in the grade 2 over the championship meet. So the 4 wins this race. Marwad on the outside. The 10 horse was the very, very heavy favorite. I was completely against Marwad, especially when I saw him in the paddock. Just definitely a tightener. And here is Mutawid, 45 to 1. This was the 2nd win for the Hertax as well.
Danny and Donna doing their thing. That's a big, big number. Well done. Congratulations. Best bet for you?
Mojave Desert for me.
Okay, well, I like that. I'll tell you what, her best bet first-time starters have been potent. So take note of that. I'm much lower on the – I don't know. Maybe I'm not lower on the tote board because Mojave Desert is going to get bet hard. But I am watch the music in race number 5. I lose my long shot. What do you got for
I've got a very, very average shot coming up in 25 minutes, the 3 horse.
Oh, that's right. But you might be okay because huge, huge favorite with the 6 Katie Cat. And, of course, next week, huge weekend here, leg number 2, the 2nd leg of the Florida Sire Stakes.
Yeah, a lot of solid racing. Sorry, guys, this was from yesterday. I messed up here. There we go. Yeah, big horses coming back. We get to see our Harper's Rose.
Ben Tornado, right?
Ben Tornado, welcome back. They're all here, so exciting to see this.
Our Harper Rose is going to try to get 7 furlongs. I think we're going to find out a lot next Saturday about her and what Safi does and where she's going. Do we jump onto the Kentucky Oaks Trail, or do we cut back and try to be a 1-turn graded stakes winner? She is freaky fast.
She is.
And she's had 2 public workouts in the afternoon.
Yeah, that's basically what it's been. And they didn't even work her this week. They just kind of had an open gallop with her, I heard yesterday from Ed Gray, our media guy. So
good stuff. That's the 9 of them in the lightning round. Pete's off today, so I think Darren Gagne's upstairs to run you through the scratches and the changes. He does not have a lot to do. We like that on a Sunday. Very clean card today. We hope to see you out here. We'll be back for the opener in about 10 minutes.
And